Hello folks, welcome to Phil's Workshop. I've eventually got here. I know it's been a while and there's been quite a few people that have joined my channel. I'm not fully set up yet, I'm just trying to get things, pardon me, semi-organised. At the moment, if I was to turn this round, this workshop is a total, it's as though bombs hit it. A pip up there, as you can see, up on stereo. You'll even turn round and say I'm a mucky little fella, but there you go. Now, I've made all sorts of promises about this video, that video and the other. And they are going to come out eventually. But it's going to take some time. And just lately I've been suffering with some quite severe back problems. But I'm getting there. We're getting there. And once the weather gets a little bit more warmer, I can get outside. So what have we been up to, apart from looking after the good lady? Some time ago, up in the corner of the workshop, I'll turn this around in a minute and give you a quick deco. Up in the corner of the workshop, I used to have one of them steel trestles with shelves on, but it only worked for a certain amount of stuff. As you know, there's only about, what is it, 4 or 5 shelves on? And once you put something on, that's it, the shelves are gone. So what I decided to do, I decided to extend this little bit here. If I can turn this around without causing, there we go. This bit here which I've built, which you've already seen the video on, I've now extended it down to the other end. It's not finished, but it's in work process. I started it last year, but of course, like, the weather got hold of me, and I couldn't carry on and get things finished off. So, right, tools. Good grief, crikey! Haven't we got some tools? Haven't we got some tools? The first off is this digital angle finder. I couldn't resist it. If the truth's known, I couldn't resist it. And hopefully it's going to help me out something tremendous, because what we got, if I turn it on, and there we have it. We have a gauge at the front which can be in degrees, millimetre or inches, I think. And it also reflects on the top as well. But not only does it do that, now I'll have to be careful of this, because it's got a laser. Now that one on that side is a cross point. I'll show you a bit in a little minute or two. And then if I press the same button again, it's then got a straight one on the other side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this around so you can actually see what's going on. So I'll just turn them off for a minute. Right, okay, let me now turn you around. Oh, better still, I'll take you off the stand, and then I can have you in front. Right, now then, as you can see, that's part of what I'm actually making there. Those are supports on the wall. Now, I won't go pointing it down for the simple reason, well, go on, I will do, there you go, look at that. That one had bent due to the fact that, if you can see it on there, I mean, I can't see it, so I'm just hopefully pointing it in the right direction. On that one closest to the door, there is 2 nuts there. And I never gave it a thought. I just drilled the holes and put it up, and suddenly realised I didn't cater for there. But that's not a problem. So, going back to this tool. Now, as I say, it's a digital angle finder. And if I can hold that down, there you go, you can see it there, hopefully. And a long press on this one zeroes it up, which is absolutely great. And then obviously, as it inclines, you get the inclination, but it also goes on the top of it as well, which is, I think, is a great idea. And oh yes, and it's rechargeable. Now the next thing is the lights. Now if I turn that round, I think you can just about make it out, hopefully. And you can see the red line there. Now this is the cross one, like that. If you can see it in between those two, I can see it, so hopefully you can see it. But it also, if you don't want that, and I hit, whoo, sorry about that, I hit this again. Sorry, wrong one. It also has just an ordinary straight one. And to top it off, if I hit it once more, I can then get both of them. I'm trying to do this whereby, yeah. Now then, you can see the straight one there. And if I bring it down, and there's the other one. So therefore, you've got both coming out of the machine, which I think is a fantastic idea. I've got to get used to it yet, but that's going to help in quite a few cases. And I must admit, it's quite enjoyable. I'm going to face you around back to me again. Hello. Now, if I put you back up on the stand. Right, there you go. Okay, right, you've got my number. That's the first one. And as I say, that's it there, which is quite an ideal little piece. Now, what are you doing up there? Go away, that's it. Quite a nice bit of kit. And I think for me, it's going to be quite handy. So that's that one. And it comes with a reasonable set of instructions. And a charge lead and some sticky backs for it. Oh, and it is as well magnetic. I think I've got a bit of my there. Oh, it's not brilliant, but it's there. The magnet is only in 2 places. Sorry, that's one, and that's the other one. So it is magnetic, but only in 2 places, nothing there. And as you can see, you can also mount it on a tripod or whatever you want. So that is, it's called Easy Nick. ESYNIC. And it says easy for your life, and I must admit it's quite good. I think it's about 30, I think it was about 30 quid, 32 quid, something like that. But for me, that's going to come in handy, and I just thought I'd show you that one. So that's one, which I've yet to get into. And what else have we got? We've also got this. Now, this was bought on a whim. I can't see the reason why I bought it. I don't know. I can't honestly say. But it is pretty useful. It is, the ruler is magnetic onto there. But then you've got your flat base. You can put it on for getting like a semi-depth gauge. You've got metric as well as inches on both sides. The other thing it does as well, and I haven't got here anything round as I can grab hold of, but if you see that there, you can also put it on something round and find the centre of it. I've semi-tried it and it seems to be working okay. That's about as much as I can say about that. I haven't fully used this yet. This is for a project that's coming up. The other thing that it does as well, now on there, there's a little nailed nut or screw. If I take that off, and then in there you'll see there's a hole and a pointer. Now again, I haven't fully gotten used to this because I've not long had it, and at the moment I've just put it in the shed for the time being. But what it'll do is, as you can see, you can set it at an angle. Then once you set it at your angle, away you go. You then got what's the, you just tighten that up and that sets your angle. Obviously you got 90 degrees in the middle, then it goes 180 one side and 180 the other side. So that gives you a fair idea. And I believe the other thing that you can do with it as well, you can actually draw a circle with it. Whether or not, I don't know. That's time to be set as far as that is concerned. So that's that. Hopefully we'll get... oh, I better take that out before putting it back in. We can get a decent one put out for that. As I say, all these things, we will be bringing them into use, and then I'll do a proper video of them. This is just like a bit of a catch-up, so to speak. That goes back in there, and there is a booklet with some sort of instructions on as well. Now, we've got some major things coming up, and one of the major things is, I noticed it on one or two videos, that more, what shall I say, more woodworker people than what I am. I'm just a DIYer, or you could say a what's the name of wood. What we've got here is digital gauge. There you go. And as you can see, and then obviously lock at the top, so you can bring that round to 0, lock it off, and then it's ready to do the measurements. Now what the idea of this is that now then, that It's all right. I've not used this, folks, so I'm not. I've not got used to it yet. Right. What we have is 2 other nuts that go with it. Now, you can preset this at any distance. And what the idea it is, I'll just roughly set it up. And then yeah, and then that there then that's it, that goes on there, that goes on, that's it, that goes that way round. It's all right. It's all new to me. I've never used it, and I am going to do a proper video of it. It's just so as we can give you an idea of what's coming up. Right, and that is the setup. Now, this piece here that you can see, this piece goes into the track of the table saw. And then what you've got on here is you've got an adjuster, if I can show you there, which is an Allen key one, and out of there comes a little probe, a ball that's on a spring, and you've got another one just here as well on the other side. The idea of that being so it takes out the movement in between the gap on the table saw. You've then got your various settings here of dependent on where your slot is on your table saw, so you can get that to go onto the blade. Now, what the idea of this is I've seen this in quite a few videos, is that your table saw, even though like you normally measure that way to make sure the blade is at 90 with the bed, and you roughly measure from there to the edge of the constant being the slot in the bed. Now that's okay, but the problem is with a lot of table saws that are not, should we say, table saws rather than a proper cabinet saw. A proper cabinet saw is, as most of you know, the bed is crikey, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, my brain's gone doodah. Is forged. That's it, forged. Therefore, the edges of the actual insets inside the bed are definitely square. Now, with a normal DIY table saw, they're not so much square as they are rounded. So it's a bit difficult to make sure you've got the exact measurement. So I saw this on one, I thought to myself, oh, what a fantastic idea. And you could also use it for other things as well, because there's another piece that you can get with this, which is a magnetic base. So there's other things that you can measure as well to make sure as everything's all square. And what you do is you put it on, you go at the far end of your blade, on the inside of the blade, not so much the teeth. So on the inside, because usually the inside is constant, you put a mark on it where it is, you put that up to it, so as it actually moves the finger slightly, zero it up, and then you turn the blade back over, you could say a quarter of a turn. So as instead of the mark that you've put on being over the end of the table, it's at the beginning of the table. Or you could do it the other way. You could do it at the beginning to the end, whichever way you want to work it. And then what you do then is you zero this one up, and then you move it along the slide to the other mark, and then you have a look to see what the differential is. And from there you'll get an idea where the blade's in or out or whatever. So you know then is what you can do then is you go like with mine, I've got the Evolution R255 TBL Plus, is I've got a slide and adjust it underneath, which I can actually bring the blade in square. So all it does, it just makes sure is that when you cut a piece of wood, you end up with a square end. Is that too much for a normal DIYer? Some would say yes, I would say no. If you're technically minded, I mean, I was in the motor trade for 50 odd years, so technology has rammed inside there over the years. Yes, I think it's a great idea. Again, I shall be doing a separate video of this when it comes up. So that's that one, and we've seen the other one. The other one, as I've got here, is the new mitre gauge, which I won't fetch out. It's from Viva, and I'll be doing the full video on that one once I can get my table saw out. I don't think there's anything else except, you know, normal saws, some clamps which I had, and some Allen keys. Oh, going back to that business there, what I'm doing is I'm also integrating that into it as well. That's a set of 60 drawers, so I can put all my screws in and bits and bobs and what have you, and they're at a place where I can grab hold of them. Make life a little bit easier. So again, that'll come with when I finally set up a proper video job. As I say, this is just like for give you an idea of what is coming up. It will all be done better. I do apologise for being it ad hoc and goodness knows what else, but I haven't done one for a good while, and to be honest with you, I thought about bringing my kit out and setting everything up to do a proper video, but then I thought to myself, no, the old brain needs functioning on all that sort of stuff. But hey ho, you know me. What you see is what you get. Nothing fancy, and nothing else like. I do my best to give you an idea of what the sort of daft things that I get up to. So that's it. That's what we've got coming up. I'll try and do a video of the corner, but I don't know if it'll all work out, because why wouldn't that go in there? That's it. I've got a load of what's the name to do on it, a load of cutting and whatnot yet to get stuff to get stuff together, and I shan't bother making a what's the name of that. What I shall do is I'll get all the cutting and everything done. Then when I'm ready for assembly, I'll set up and then you can see how it goes. So, I was hoping to, I've done it again. I was hoping to give a shout out for all the people that have joined my channel, which I'm very appreciative of. It seemed as though as I was starting to lose a lot of people that were watching the channel, and all of a sudden they disappear, and well, such is the way of things on YouTube, I suppose, because I don't do a full content. I can't do regular content, folks. Most of you, my old ones, and I'm not going to harp on it, know what the situation is, and that's it. Enough said about that. And as far as the video is concerned, they'll come when they come, and I'll try and get them out and do you a good one. I will make a list of all the new ones that I've got. I don't know what it is, but some of them that have actually joined my station, there's no way of me knowing who they are. There's only like the odd one or two come through that have probably set up a channel themselves. But some of them have done it, and there's no verification there, or there's probably this thick person here that doesn't know how to find out. But anyway, as I've always said, what you see is what you get. If you've enjoyed this video, and you've enjoyed me other videos, please subscribe, because it is important. It means then that people are enjoying what I'm doing, and it gives me and others like me, the little tiny channels, we're not in the thousands. What am I up to? About 700 and something. It gives us a push to do a little bit more. And we are in a small shed, 10 by 6. Some of them are even smaller. I know, hey, what's it I mean? I've already mentioned his name before on the last video, Scrap with Andy. Sir, you, I know I've said it and I'll say it again, you are absolutely bloody amazing. I watched your last video, it was superb. But there you go. Some people have got talent in that. My talent lies with screwdrivers and wiring and whatnot, but I want to get away from that since I left it many years ago. So now I'm just playing with wood. I'll try and get round to building stuff. I've got loads of ideas of what I want to do. Will I get round to doing them? I don't know. I'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. But like, subscribe, hit that bell for when the next one comes out. Thank you very much for watching. It is much appreciated. Please leave comments, ask questions, and I will get round to all of you. I have done in the past, and that is one of my aims on this channel, to answer everybody. I feel it's only right to do that sort of thing. My channel, it isn't a money making thing. It's just something as I enjoy doing, and I enjoy having you along with me while I'm doing so. Phil's Workshop, and not forgetting our Pip, and there he is. Phil's Workshop, keep out. Have yourself a super fine day. We'll catch up with you again in the next video. Bye bye for now.